I just walked out of a supermarket full of aluminium pods, and it reminded me why I actually started Urban Brew. I remember when I used to drink aluminium pods, and I love the convenience of it, but there's just a niggly feeling in the back of my mind that it was just bad for the environment and wasteful. And I know aluminium can be recycled, but the vast majority of pods aren't recycled and actually end up in landfill. So I wanted to make something that didn't involve people having to change their habits, but we make the change in the pod. And we're working towards a home compostable pod. We've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into this, and we're going to get there very soon. And we currently have an industrial compostable pod, but the more you support us now, the quicker we're going to get to the home compostable pod. One of the challenges is providing this benefit without it costing too much, because we know that if you have the most environmentally friendly pod on the earth but nobody can afford it, then it's not actually doing any good. So we've structured the business in a way that we keep all of our other costs to a minimum so we can spend more in this area. So that's number one, that's the main reason. But number two, something I noticed that all these pods from Europe, so Nespresso, Starbucks, Law, they're all designed for the European market, and they drink much smaller cups of coffee over there. So they don't drink with milk. And for Australia, it's completely different. Majority of Australians put a lot of milk in their coffee. So it needs to actually be blended a bit differently to have the strength of that coffee come through that milk. And so that's what we've focused on as well. And number three, I wanted to create something special that you'll really look forward to receiving each month. Besides the great tasting coffee, like we include, there's a lot of giveaways and treats, and we just incorporate a lot of fun into the experience. And on top of that, provide the best customer service in Australia, because sometimes things go wrong and you want local, great people to look after you when that happens. Reflecting on all this, I've realized that I've tried to create the experience that I want from all the brands that I shop from, and often don't actually get that experience. And I think we've done a pretty good job of it. And on top of that, we have a 100% money back guarantee. So there's no reason not to give us a try. See ya.